we're back.
So I'm going to do a really quick intro today. I'm picking up my destash and sort video. You guys really loved the last video. It was super long. It took forever to edit and I've been really rubbish that I've done one video and I haven't done any more. So I'm going to try and do a 3-part video. So this is video number 2 and we're going to go through Essie and some indies in this video. I'm going to leave Zoya till last because that's the part that I'm dreading because I really need to dump them all out, sort them all into categories and kind of compare what I have. So we're going to start with Essie. We'll get those drawers out and we'll have a little rummage through. My assistant is obviously here today. Well, both assistants are kind of flipping in and out. And yeah, let's stop talking and let's get into the sorting. So we're in with the Essies now, and my assistant has found one. Look at this. Look how much that needs to be shaken up. So the third drawer up on the Helmers is all Essie. Essies I love because they fit perfect. Look how aesthetically pleasing this is. Look how nice this is. They fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 along perfectly, no wiggle room, and this drawer is completely, perfectly filled to the capacity. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of that many because I do feel like it's a smaller collection and I go through it a little bit more often, but we're going to quickly scatter through this and see what we can find. What have you found?
That's hard.
Oh, there's a couple from that collection, all the Valentine's Day ones. You've got one as well there. I do love it when Essie do a funky label or a funky outside. Let's get sorting. Shine of the Times is one of those iconic classic Essies that I'm very lucky to have. I have a couple with the Luxe Effects caps on, and this was a collection that came out a really long time ago, but Shine of the Times is definitely the one that everybody is always after. I also have the 3 Ulta, I think it was Ulta or Target duos that they came out with. So this is Get a Sidekick Out of It and Happy Medium. We then have Keep Calm and Mercury On, and these have the silver caps. And then the third one was called It's Not You. It's Not You, It's Mercury. So those are the 3 Ultra exclusives. So we're going to keep those. Plus I'm going to keep all of the ones that we kind of half picked out earlier, which is all of the Galentine's ones with the funky lids on, plus those Luxe Effects. One for Nail Polish Heaven. This is Beyond Cozy, super dried up and old. This one is another old one. It's called Leading Lady. It's a bit dried up, so I need to try and rehab this one. But I think like, it might be okay with a little bit of thinner, but one of my old Essies. Some Essie yellows for you. You know that we love the Essie yellows. So the decision has been made. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that we are getting rid of from Essie. So that is good because in the drawer above, if this is in the right angle at all, we do have a little, this is like a split drawer. It's half Zoya, half Essie. So if possible, it would be good to move it down and kind of free up a bit of space. But a lot of these are really new, so they're going to be staying automatically. So I'm just going to move 8 down from that drawer to this drawer. And that may just leave, that's going to leave a little bit of couture in the one above, which I think I'm probably going to keep all of them. I have a few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to move, so like I say, some of these. And they have got stickers. She thinks she runs the channel. She thinks it's all about her and that I'm just like the co-host, but it's really her channel. So I think my video cut off somewhere. Basically what I think I was saying was this third drawer down, I got rid of 1. There's 8 Essie Gel Couture, there's some Essie Expressies, and then a few odd regular Essies in there, and then the other half is Zoya. So I have 1, 2 and a half as drawers of Zoya that we're going to do in the third video because I want to get literally them all out and all onto the floor. So for now we're going to leave these mainstream Helmers there and we're going to move on to the indies, which will be quite fun to look through. I haven't looked through them in a really long time. So let's get going. So Helmer number 3 is the nail care at the top in the one that's Harry Potter stickered, and then we have the indies. Harry Potter. As you can see, they've got the names on there of what we have. So the top one I did go through fairly recently and it's in somewhat of an order, and that's all my nail care supplies. So I'm going to leave that where it is for now because I'm never, it all fits. I'm not going to cut the drawer out completely, so we're going to leave it where it is. I then have my 290 drawers, which are perfectly full actually with 90s. They're another brand that fits really nicely, like with the Essie, and I'm obviously not going to get rid of any of them. So they're obviously not going anywhere. I am slowly working through a video of my 90s being re-swatched. So if you're interested in kind of the brand, like bottle by bottle, collection by collection, then I am doing that. And I've only done one video, but there will be 3 or 4 videos in total. But for now, the 90s are not going anywhere. That's them. So the children have gone to go watch Sing, so now hopefully I can do this next little section in peace. Mentioned top coats, 2 drawers of 90s, and then we're going to hit the drawer that is labelled A to C. This is drawer A to C, so we have Ardous Nails, Caddy Lacquer, Bow Lacquer, by Danny Vienna, we have Danglefoot Nail Polish, we have Black Cat Lacquer, which is an old brand, we have 516 polish, we have Pure Nails, I have A England, I have, yeah, I have lots. Obviously in A to C, Black Cat Lacquer. So, yeah, let's do this. All of the Bee's Knees lacquer polishes that I have are 5 Harry Potter inspired polishes. I think that'll be quite an ongoing trend, because at one point I was obviously collecting all of the Harry Potter ones I could find. They're all stunning, and I've had them in both bottle shapes, and then I've also found the Cirques, and I have the Cirques in 2 different bottle shapes as well. I have some of the Bow Flash Reflective polishes, and I got these before even Flash Reflective became a thing. I feel like now looking back on it, this is one of the first brands that I saw it, and I remember when I got sent them, I wasn't even fully sure what Flash Reflective meant, but yeah, I forgot that I had these. I mean, all the by Danny Viennas, come on. So pretty. They are not going anywhere. Oh, a few colours to Carol along the side here. These are all really good. These are not going to go anywhere. I'm going to try and put them back in brand order so that they've got some sort of section and divide, and I'm kind of, when I'm destashing them, going through them in a sort of similar process where I'm destashing them and organising them by brand. So we have like some Anchor and Hearts here. I only have 1 different dimensions left, and I feel like I need to keep it just because it would feel weird to not own any different dimensions, just because these and really Cupcake Polish that I've only got 2 of are some of like the original brands, and I feel like I just need to have them, but it's only 1 polish, I'll keep it. Likewise, I just have my only 2 Black Cat lacquers left, and I just need them for nostalgia's sake, and I really, really love both of them actually. They've really got really big, funky glitter shapes in them. I think also what I'm going to do is try and put all the British ones together, because there's a lot of British brands in this drawer. So I'm going to do that as well, because I think I've come back to the end here, and this is just all my Danglefoots left in this corner. So yeah, let's put them all back in and see how many I've destashed. I also think there's something about the way that you organise them that can also help, because I feel like I'm going to have a lot more room in this drawer, and that's probably just by literally getting them all out, reshuffling them all and putting them all back in. So this is where we have it at the end of the drawer. So as you can see, there is room at the end here, and I've got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 polishes gone from the A to C drawer, and a little bit of progress room. Next we have a drawer which is D to F. So it does have some overflow of Dollish Polish, because Dollish Polish has its own drawer, and this is the overflow, and then the rest of D to F. So again, let's just kind of get them all out, reorder them all, and see what we can get on. I just realised that all my Danglefoots were in A to C, other than a few. Clearly I don't even know my alphabet, but I'm going to put these back with the others, but yeah, I don't know what happened there. So it looks like I'm keeping all the Dollishes. A lot of these are the more newer ones that I have in this drawer, and I've just glanced up at the Dollish Polish complete drawer and there's space up there. So that one, I think from my last round of Destash, hasn't been full. So I'm going to quickly just pause the camera and see if I can move any of these into the Dollish Polish drawer that we already have. So I'm putting this all back in. So we have all the ethereals over here in the various different bottle shapes and reincarnations that they've had. Hopefully you can see that. So they're going all back in. I then have all my Fair Maidens, again in a few different bottle shapes. The ones that I'm really struggling with are these ones over the side here. Excuse me if you cannot see anything of what I'm doing. Let's try and shimmy over. These are all my Frenzy polishes, and I do need to, last time I did this I culled them quite harshly because they don't exist anymore. I don't grab for them at all, but like for nostalgia reasons I don't need 15 polishes. I know that, I'm aware of that, so let's try and get rid of some more. Okay, so I've decided that I'm going to keep the 3 that I had that were Star Wars Episode 7 inspired. These were a trio, so I'm going to keep those, and then I'm going to keep the ones that I have from the Fallout Boy collection. Like I have Keep You Like an Oath, I have Underneath Purple Skies, You Look So Good in Blue. I'm going to keep those ones, so I think I've got rid of about 4. And I'll continue to work on those every time I destash. I think it's just going to be a work in progress. So let's fill the rest of them back up. We have all of the Femme Fatales. I love the way these bottles are. Appreciate the shape because you can fit them in a variety of different ways. So they have them tall, you have them wide. I have a couple of Enchanted polishes. I have one Dystopia. I have some Glisten and Glows. A lot of the holographic ones that she did. She did a holographic cocktail collection, so I'm keeping a lot of those, and I also have a couple of her creams that I do really enjoy, so I'm keeping those too. I have one Emily de Molly, I have one Fun Lacquer, I have a few from this brand called Freckles Nail Polish that no longer exist in the UK, so I've just kept kind of my favourites from their collections, so they are going in there as well. And it's going to be all the Dollish Polish at the back here, but when I do the Dollish Polish drawer, it could be that I find a bit more space. I was able to move 5 polishes up to that drawer. These are all staying because, like I say, they're all very, very new ones, but it could be that I might pass on some of the old ones and then even more can move up. But again, we have space. I'm sorry this camera angle has been bad. Look at the space. Oh, and one floss gloss. That almost got away, lost away from us there. So in this drawer, I'm getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to film an outro here just in case I do or don't need to use it. I know I want you to do this in 3 parts, but I'm aware that I've still got a whole Helma to go through and the Zoyas. So this might be 4 parts. But I'm going to pause it here for myself. You may see me come back, you may not. It's because I'm going to review how much footage I've got, how long the video currently is, and then if I can squeeze in a couple more drawers into this video for part 2, then I will. If not, we'll leave it here, and then we may have to do 3 and 4 videos. But I feel better. Overall, I just think at the moment I have so much clutter, like you can't even see like the amount of polish that I have that needs to fit into Helma's. So it's definitely a process that I need to do, although being it that it hasn't really made too much difference at the moment because then I've now got all the polishes that I'm destashing just sitting in a box. So they may not be in the drawers, but they're still in my peripheral, and I'm just getting that feeling of just like, oh my god, I need all the clutter gone, if that makes any sense. So yeah, stick with me on the journey and let me know how you're doing. If this is, I know a couple of you said, oh, this has inspired me that maybe I need to do this, but if you want to have every polish in the world, own every polish in the world. If you want to have a tiny collection, have a tiny collection. Just do what makes you feel good and what you can afford and what you want to live with. For me, although my collection is large, I've come to the mental point of that I do need to trim it down a little bit. Although my problem is when I go through these drawers like I just did with the Glam polish, I was like, oh, I really want to wear that, I really want to wear that, I really want to wear that. And maybe in time as well, my spending has really cut down after that massive splurge that I did in the summer. I think I've bought maybe 4 polishes, 5, 6, something like that, polishes since I've come back from America. Not a lot at all. So it's a different day, and the footage for this last drawer did not import properly. Believe it or not, I did a destash from this drawer, which is my G to H, if you can see that properly. I destashed 2 polishes. Yeah, not very impressive, and I still can't fit them all in, so Houston, we have a problem. This drawer that for some reason I'm going to have to hold at this funny angle for the purposes of this video, is all of my Glam polishes that you can see unifiedly standing in line here. We then have all my hair polishes in this drawer, as well as some Great Lakes lacquer and some glitter lambs, and yeah, a few other brands snuck in there, but that's in the main. I love these brands. I cannot destash from them. So what the plan is once I've done through all of the others, I will then obviously have some space, and we might be able to move the Great Lakes out. Oh, Girly Bits is in here. We might be able to move some of those out to free up some room for the other brands. That's the hope. So that is the end of Indie Drawer 3. Sorry, all the footage is gone. But it wasn't exciting. I got rid of 2 polishes. So you would have seen an outro on the last video, and that's because I thought I was done. But actually it's not as long as what I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to quickly film the Dollish Polish drawer to just make up a little bit more space and time, and then we'll be finished and you may leave. Well, you can leave whenever you want, but you know what I mean. Dollish Polish drawer, completely full. Oh, a couple of spaces here, but pretty much full. I am in the market to downsize a little bit, so we will see how many I feel that I can part with, because I would like to have just one Dollish Polish drawer opposed to 2. I do also have some of their deluxe minis in here, so here's a mini and here's a full size for reference. These are one of the only brands that I've actually got minis from, because their minis are quite large. I think they're like 8 or 9 mil, so you can definitely get some use out of them rather than, oh, they're 9 mil. On the top, they're 9, so you can definitely get some use out of them opposed to some of the smaller minis that are like 5 mil and it's not worth it. So let's sort through these and see which ones I can get rid of. Obviously if I find any of note, I will stop and tell you all about them. Welcome to Forks is one of my favourite greens of all time. I have a backup of this. I love it. This is definitely not going anywhere. This is actually a Twilight inspired polish. I think I've done a couple of Twilight polishes, but I'm not, maybe that's the only one that I have. I'm not 100% sure. Some of these just need a really good shake up. Seems to be the common theme of these. Because it's Halloween tomorrow, it feels only appropriate to point out the Hocus Pocus polish, which is called I Put a Spell on You. So pretty. I've also come across a ton of the Walking Dead polishes. So Dolly used to do one, these beautiful, like ugly, murky colours. She used to release one for the start of each new series for like 4 or 5 years in a row. And I think I've got all of them. I want to say I've got all of them anyway. But yeah, they're really nice, fun, ugly, pretty colours. So at the back here, I've actually got 4 Jindy Now polishes, and these are ones where there's the other half is in here. So we've got, oh, I can't even find it. Where's Bonnie and Clyde? So there's Bonnie and there's Clyde. So they did duos that went with them. So I have got the other halves. So I've got 4 Jindies to go with 4 Dollish. So obviously they need to stay because they're family. They need to stay together. So I did get rid of quite a few actually. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you what the rejection count was, and then I'm going to try and see if I can fit a few more in this space from the other drawer. But I did pass on 4 minis that are going. They're all in fine condition. They just need to go. And then I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Dollish polishes that are leaving us. So that is the drawer filled up. There's still a little bit of wiggle room left down there, but feeling good. That was progression. So I'm going to put this back and I'm going to show you the other drawer. So if you can see now over here we have a lot of space at the back. Look at that drawer. There's obviously still a few Dollish polish in there, and I have a few more to wear, so that will probably stay about that sort of half full. But lots more in the D to F drawer, which is great progress. So we now have, how many drawers left? We have 1, 2, 3, 5 drawers left. If I can get my hideous camera angles. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left to go through, and that will be one of the next videos. But I have realised, as I've said before, I'm going to have to do 4 parts. So I'm going to do, maybe we'll do, do we want to do all the Zoyas next? I'm putting off doing the Zoyas for a good reason. So this lovely angle is where I'm going to leave you for the end of this video, and stay tuned for part 3. Bye bye!